guys. I wanted to make a follow-up for my opening of the Oculus Quest 2, which I've been playing around with now for a good month or so. And even though this strap is pretty much more comfortable than I thought it would be, it's not that bad, really. It doesn't look as cool, first of all. And to tell you the truth, I use this a lot wireless with virtual desktop, and that sort of limits me for how long I can play because the battery runs out. Now I've been playing around with having like the cable into an external battery pack, which also works. Still doesn't look so cool. So we need to supplement this with something new. And again, I got something fun in the mail. This is the very long title of this episode. The Quest 2 Elite Strap with the battery and carrying case. Unboxing. Sort of. And this is the new version. As you all know, there was like a big scuffle with the first version of this breaking. And Facebook redacted all of them, got them back, and they made some new ones. So if you still have the old Elite Strap, either with the battery and even without the battery, then you can actually contact your supplier or whatever store you bought it in, and have it replaced with a new one, and Facebook will take care of you, especially if it's broke. This is the new one, and the weird thing is this case is pretty much just as big as the Oculus. So just looking at this, the store, you would probably think like maybe this is the actual headset itself. It's not. So this is about, in Norwegian crowns, is about 1,500 crowns, which is about, well, 150 euros for the Elite head strap with the carrying case and with a battery pack. And to tell you the truth, it took a long time for me to decide to even get this, because as I said, this is surprisingly comfortable and it becomes really small. But what I really didn't have with this was, oh, that sensor is really annoying. What I really didn't have with this was carrying case. And since I had the option to buy this with the carrying case included, I thought, why the hell not? So, let's open this. And again, this is always unscripted, opening these things. I like keeping the box intact, just in case I would consider selling it later. So, like the original Quest packaging, this is also like recycled material with a sleeve around it. And the sleeve is the simple diagram of what we're getting in the box, and of course the big picture in the front. There's not a lot here to be aware of, except for this little text here, which just on the back side, which was kind of interesting. Warning: cancer and reproductive harm. What the hell is that? I have no idea. It's probably because it's Wi-Fi or battery or something. You probably, I don't know. This should just be to open, right? Sometimes these boxes make me look like a total idiot. There we go. And here is our gray box. Wow, this is actually kind of weird. It just has the picture of the box itself, and I'm guessing in here we have the actual strap. Actually, with this box and the Elite strap, this headset actually is bigger than the Quest 1. Doesn't really matter. It's a very sleek introduction. And of course, this is where our Quest is going to lay with our controllers. And that's the Elite strap that we have in there. And, well, it's a bit more spacious than the first carrying case. It has like a little pocket here for cables, and the little crib there for our controllers. Can't really see it in this dark here. And the back side there, I just think is like a little stand for the strap here. So let's leave this on the side for now. I'm gonna try to put the Quest in there, see what it looks like. And this is just a dummy headset, I guess. Remove with care. Follow quick start guide. What quick start guide? There's no guide here. It's just like a little plastic tape there to keep the top head strap. And that's the entire Elite strap. What it looks like before you put it on the headset. And what I do like is that there is actually a charging port in the end there. What would be interesting is to check if that works with Oculus Link. If it does, that's actually quite practical. Because one thing that has been really annoying with this thing is using the link cable. As you can see from the last video, I have now a new link cable, which is also like a cheap eBay one, but it also works. Just so you know it. You can put a link for this in the description if you want. The main problem I have with the link cable, even though if I fasten it with this, you still end up having a lot of pressure and pulling on one side, which leaves your headset like sort of skewed all the time. So I usually try to fasten it in the back side like this, which then like sort of supports it a bit. It doesn't really work when it's like this elastic band, you know. But with this new one, if that works, I'm not really sure. I'm going to test that later. You will have the actual weight distributed on the back side, and actually then you wouldn't really need the awkward angle here too. So that's interesting. Okay. On that we have the PlayStation VR knockoff. It's not really, it's not them who designed that, but that's where I know it from, which is the fastening screw in the back side of the head, which is nice. And we have the cable here, and the battery is actually built into the back side of this. And you would think, yeah, but that makes it heavy. Yes, it does. But the thing is, this is already heavy. So having the battery in the back side actually makes it balance out, which is actually kind of nice. So, that's the entire unboxing. Let's put this sucker on. And to do that, we need to take off the old straps, which is actually very easy. And I did that when unboxing this just to show you guys. But these side, you have to be a bit careful so you don't actually break the plastic speakers here. These actually come off pretty easily. You just like put a bit of pressure, like bending it a bit on the back side here, and then it comes off pretty nicely. And then the top part, well, that's just the Velcro. And well, I could just continue pulling this, but just know the face mask that you have on the Quest is actually really easy to take off. Just pull on the top part here. Oh wait, just remember how to do this. No, the bottom part first with the nose, and then put a little bit of pressure on the top, and it comes right off. This is actually really nice to know about, because these masks you can replace even by cheap knockoffs on eBay, or you can go to VR covers and get some really good ones. Let's take off the rest of this strap. And again, the top Velcro part is just like taken off, and as if you take off the actual mask, then you can also see the little hemp there, which is like easy to just pull out. Be careful with the lenses. Remember that they are very fragile and should only be cleaned with fiber cloth. And then you end up with this, and as you can see, it's on because the sensor is always activated because it gets close to it. Don't worry about that. Okay. The same thing when you take this off, just take it on, but then the reverse. Knock it on in front, and then just put some pressure on the back side and just clip it on. There we go. Okay, a bit of force, but it should snap right in there. There we go. And then it's in place. Already it's starting to look a bit more like a professional headset, right? Once the strap is in place, then you put back your face mask. Also, you might want to take this on before you actually put on the face mask. Let's try that again. Comes off really easily though. So. And again, it turns on because I'm getting close to the sensor. There we go. That's that in its place. And put on the face mask again. And there we go. And let's put in, oh, this is actually quite long. That's interesting. Put that in there. And there's our Oculus Quest 2 with the battery-powered Elite head strap. Let's try it on. So, I have a very big head, so I probably need to loosen this a lot. Oh, this is actually quite comfortable. I have a see-through home so I can actually see you guys. It's kind of nice. Oh, my fingers are... I don't... Credit Guardian? Yeah, sure, why not? The first thing I realized when I have this on my head is that it's really... My head feels a lot less encumbered, which is really nice. It almost feels like it's a lot more balanced, and it's cupping the back of my head really nicely, which I really like. No? I'm not going to fool around with this now. So that's the Elite head strap, and as you can see, it turns your Quest 2 into looking more like a professional headset than the toy it looks like when it just has the rubber bands. But don't underestimate the bands. If you just have the normal Quest with the bands, you'll probably be fine. Really, that's not over exaggerating. So you should really consider if you really need the Elite strap. It's going to set you back like €150 or $150, or 1,500 Norwegian crowns, if you buy it with the box. And to tell you the truth, you don't really need it, but it is nice, and it will extend your battery life at least to double potential that it has. Can't remember how long it is though, but I think you get close to 5 hours with this, or 4 maybe, something like that. Yeah, probably put a text on the screen here, tell me the right one. Since I bought the edition with the carrying case, let's see what it looks like in the case. The first thing I realized with the Elite strap here is that it's longer than the old Quest 1. And that's one of the reasons why this box is longer too. So that mystery was solved really fast. And the first thing, if you have a big head like me, it won't go in there if you just put it in there. You have to actually adjust it. Luckily, this screw is really effective, so it makes it small really fast. That's nice. The actual controllers should fit nicely into the little crib in this one, but I'm not really sure how. Luckily, there is a little diagram which tells you how they should be placed. With that in mind, sensor rings are supposed to be pointed upwards and then cradled in each cradle. If you remember the Quest 1, it had like these little rings that you put your controllers in. And if you don't have the Elite strap, actually the Quest with the rubber bands will fit nicely in the old Quest box. But this, it doesn't have the same ring, but you don't really need it. The rings are a lot, or the ring cradle, whatever you want to call it. The rings on the new controllers are a lot bigger, so they have a supportive end here, as you can see, and a little knob there to keep the headset in place. And you also have some extra rooms here to put like your cables. And when I say cables, I actually mean the link cable or just your charging cable. Yeah, that fits nicely in there. If you remember the old one, it had like this little hatch where the controller is set that you put your charging into. It didn't really fit that well, did it? We didn't really take a look at this one. Oh, here's the quick starting guide. Right, I thought that was somewhere. There you go. And that is the Quest 2 with the Elite strap and carrying case. I've been playing a lot with the Quest 2, and the Quest 1 for that matter, and the PlayStation VR. But I haven't really made like a good review of hardware since the first PlayStation VR. But I wanted to make a difference with that, and I'm going to write a new State of VR video where I'm going through my experiences with hardware and software for VR market as we are now, and where the VR market is probably going, and how my industry has taken effect from the VR revolution, if you will, and some of the new projects that I'm working on, which also are in the VR realm. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I guess I will talk to you next time.